Mr. Timbo.
Hey, Timbo, you crash? What's he going? What's he saying?
Hear us?
Can you hear us?
Can hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool. Nice to have you all here, guys.
Do you want to intro at this?
Yeah, I'll start, man. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Additional 60. Back on the Touchline. It's Touchline Development, and today we have a special person joining in for our first ever, may I say, what do we call it? I don't know, like Call of Duty party. I don't know what this is, man. We got a guest, innit? You know what I'm saying?
We got a guest.
Bring it. Who are you?
My name is Kylo, for those who don't know. Long-term friends of Mario and Disa, and I'm happy to be here, joining in with the conversation, as I'm a big sports fan, just like them. So yeah.
Cool, man.
Can I just put it out there, disclaimer, he's the most qualified person I know in talking nonsense.
I actually thought you were going to give me some props in it, but then when you said that...
It should be a good... Nah, you're opinionated, man. I like it.
I was going to say that as well. You're very opinionated with your... and you speak with passion, which I like.
Yeah, man. I like that. So what? Shall I kick it off? Shall I kick off one of today's topics?
Yeah, bring it in.
Alright, cool. So today I wanted to discuss with you lot, yeah. So we got two Arsenal fans, you lot two Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
I'm a Chelsea fan, yeah. I wanted to know from you lot, I'll start with you, Kylo. Who is the worst player to have ever played for your club?
Good question. There's two ways I can go. I can go ultimate, like just can I swear on this one?
Nah, no swearing, bro. We got kids.
No, you can't swear on this channel.
Sorry for the kids. Now, kids, I didn't say swear. I said something else. But anyways,
you swear already? Have you sworn?
I said no, man. Listen, I would say hard to say the worst player, but for me, the player that disappointed the most, I have to say, is Walcott.
Oh, so like letdown, so like potential wise.
Yeah, for me, yeah. Again, it's hard to say like who was the worst player. I think there's a few.
Wait, hold on, Kylo. Sorry to cut you off. Just to rephrase it, then we'll do two parts. We'll do the player who's disappointed you the most. So in terms of like letdown, yeah. So like you said, Walcott. But then there's the player who was just dead, like just dead.
No tech.
Sanogo.
Oh no, you can't. I know why you said Sanogo, but there's a few other players you got to put before him. Do you know why? You can put that guy when we bought him. What was his name? Scalacci, the centre back. He was dog. Oh, bro, he was leaking. Bentner has to go before Sanogo. I know. Bentner has to go before Sanogo. Has to. It'd be criminal not to. But I agree with you with Walcott and the letdown of like potential. I think we built him up as fans, and the media got in with 14. He got Henry's shirt. He was fast. He was this. He was that.
I remember. Yeah.
I don't think he was a letdown.
For me, Walcott,
I just don't think Walcott got to where we thought he might have. You know what I'm saying? He still scored goals, good goals for Arsenal too. But he didn't win a league. That's the thing. He didn't win a league.
What about Shamak?
He's up there with.
You know what? You know about Shamak?
Arsenal bought a lot of really bad centre forwards.
I think Shamak was more of a letdown than dead. Like, I think Shamak actually had tech there, but he was just a letdown.
You think?
I remember Shamak. I remember when he started, he scored like 7 goals in like 11 games. So he started well, but I remember he had like a burnout. So I think by Christmas he was done, because the Premier League obviously was in the French league. So by the Christmas he was done. But he started. I remember he started well though, but he just didn't finish off. So
there was a period of time. There was a game I saw, one of those classic Premier League games there, and it showed. I think it was Arsenal versus United. I can't remember, but it was like they showed. Oh, it was Arsenal versus United in the Champions League semi-final when they smoked us 3-1. When Ronaldo hit the free kick, they countered that in Park. Yeah. I think Van Persie or Fabregas scored that game, if I remember rightly. Anyway, it doesn't matter who scored. Our team, if I pulled up the team, it was so bad. Like, United had like Giggs, Berbatov, Tevez on the bench, yeah. If you saw the team we had and we had to bring on, But listen, our secondary school could have done a better job. I'm telling you. Listen, we had people like Shamak, as you said, Chris leading the line against like teams like Crystal Palace. He went to Crystal Palace after you.
Yeah, I know.
So bad. Like, if Arsenal went back 10 years, I'd be so scared because that thing was so hard to watch Arsenal because it was just Van Persie. And then we had Nasri and Fabregas. But we had, like, the players were so bad. Like, Shamak, Bentner.
That period, I can't lie, that period was an awful period for you lot, boy.
That's why every other team, like your Chelsea and United, were loving it because they were just, it was either going to Chelsea winning Champions League with FA Cup, all the domestic trophies getting split between Chelsea and United. City hadn't picked up then, had they? In the late 2009s, it was that Chelsea, Tottenham. I mean, Chelsea, United. Liverpool might get an odd trophy here and there, but you two dominated, and we were just there, just scrabbling for scraps. And then you got William Gallas crying on the floor like this. But Eduardo, I liked Eduardo though. I did like Eduardo.
No, Eduardo was cool.
Eduardo's one player where I think had he not been injured, he would have been like a sick. Because his finishing was some of the best I've ever seen, like from a striker. Just natural instinct. His finishing was. But
yeah, you couldn't really say it was a letdown because it was more injury. Like I wouldn't blame that on him. You know
I wouldn't blame him
injury.
But for me, Walcott, like I remember being in year 6. This is how far back. I remember being year 6, yeah. And then my brother saw on YouTube, go, yo, this new guy called Walcott, fam. You go check him out. I'm saying that, right? Bearing in mind, like when you're young, like things seem so much bigger than what they actually are. So when I saw Walcott run for the first time, I've never seen somebody so fast on the pitch. So I'm thinking, this guy's going to be the next, like, Henry. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's what everyone was saying.
And then, because he even like tried to finish like Henry a little bit. He had his little. I was thinking, all right, cool, we got it, cool, got him. And then he went to World Cup. Everyone's like, yeah, he's gonna blow. And then after that, I just said, this guy is just a letdown.
Yeah, World Cup.
It wasn't that he had no tech here. It was that I had so much high hope for him. Yeah, and then the fact that he didn't do what I thought he was gonna do, it was like.
And it's that World Cup was when Sven Goran took him and they never played him for the whole World Cup.
Yeah, I remember that.
There was a lot of backlash from that. But okay, so what about Chelsea then? As a Chelsea fan,
boy, we've had. The thing is, we bought players that have been just average, but we haven't bought a lot of dead players. But one I can think of was Kesman. I don't know if you don't remember Kesman.
I like Kesman. Yeah.
Nah, man, I hated Kesman.
Maybe not at Chelsea, but I liked him as a player before he got there.
I hated Kesman. Kesman was one. And then I think for me, the biggest letdown was when we got Veron. When we got Veron from United, that was terrible. Yeah, like Veron was doing bits at Lazio and everything, but then when he came to us, it was terrible.
What about Shevchenko?
That's another one. At Chelsea was a letdown again.
I was gonna say Torres, of course.
Oh yeah, Torres.
Torres.
What about Torres?
Why not?
Torres, I kind of fast because he came in like injured. Like he wasn't the same Torres anymore. He wasn't when he went.
He was starting to fall off from Liverpool. From the end, from that end start at Liverpool, he was starting to fall off.
All right, I've got a question kind of leading on from that, and it's open. It's not just a fan thing. Who then is the biggest letdown? And I feel like we need to describe what's the word?
Debate.
We need to establish, that's the word, establish a criteria for this. But who's the biggest letdown? Yeah, foreign player to come into the league. So they were killing their domestic league, whatever league they were at. Then they came to England and they didn't take off at all.
There's a couple.
That's
free. Go on.
I'll give you one. Robinho.
Okay. You don't think he did enough?
Mate, all right.
He used to rip Arsenal.
He's done all right for half the season, but
he beat us 2 times.
He used to rip Arsenal.
Boy, that lob. I remember when he lobbed the keeper. Oh.
I had to clap, but I was heartbroken.
Nah, Robinho, because the thing is, he was always so talented, even at Madrid. Like everyone was talking about him as just the next thing, but I just feel like when he came to the Prem, his whole career went downhill after City. And he only really had like half a good season at City.
Yeah.
Well.
Go on.
No, Robinho's up there. I'm just trying to think. Hey, you got anyone else?
Yeah, no, quickly, do you not remember Elano though?
Oh yeah.
He was there. Remember Elano, the Brazilian guy?
A lot of the Brazilians that came to the Prem just flopped. Who was that striker? Wasn't it who did he come to? He was a left footer. Brazilian. I'm trying to think. Wasn't it Fabiano?
Fabiano and played for
I'm not talking about.
He played Luis Fabiano.
Yeah.
Who did he play for?
Didn't he come to the Prem?
Luis Fabiano. I know the guy you're talking about.
There was another. There's another Brazilian striker that came to the Prem. I'm just trying to think who he played for.
I don't know who he came to, but I just remember Elano with
Yeah.
But my player I'm putting forward is Diego Forlan.
Oh yeah. Damn,
he was a classic case of just not adapting to the league, and then he went abroad and just killed it again.
Di Maria as well. Di Maria, because he came from doing a madness at Madrid, went back to PSG, doing a madness at PSG, but just at United, he just couldn't do it.
Yeah, couldn't do it. Kyler, what about you? Who's your pick?
I was gonna say Di Maria. Di Maria was my number one pick. Anybody else? I'm trying to think.
I'm just trying to think as well. There's definitely a few that came with all the hype. You know them players that come with all the hype.
Yeah.
So whose fault would you say that? Not fault, but where would you, if you were to like analyze that scenario? Is it a case of the player? Is it a case of the league, the systems in the league, the way the English league set up in terms of like the playing style, the intensity, all the stuff that we know? Is it the media, or is it just a classic case of they just didn't? It was just a thing, and then they see.
I just think with a lot of those cases, it's a mixture of a lot of things in it. Like you've got, for one, the playing style, which is, but for me, the most important thing before the playing style comes down to, like, are you settled as a person in this new country?
True.
Like in this new city, are your family settled? Are you mentally settled? Do you feel at home?
It's a job.
If you're not, your performance is getting affected. You know what I'm saying? Then secondary it's for me the playing style. Like if you're used to a certain style of play, the Prem is just a different animal. It's a different animal. Like you got to know and you got to adapt quickly. Do you know what I mean? So I think that, and then like you said, the media as well. The media is cutthroat over here. Actually, no. Do you know what? In saying that, we say the media is cutthroat over here. Yeah, in Spain. When it comes to Madrid and Barca and all of that,
it's worse.
In the papers, the big powerhouses.
Fans are worse as well.
Yeah, the fans, we play a part in it. You know what I mean? Even on a, you have to remember, fans obviously powerhouse the club. So even on a local level, I don't want to say local, but on a smaller scale, talks within WhatsApp groups, Twitter, you got blogs, you got this, you got that. Then the fans have this, the talk. They go to the games and they make their voice heard at the games. Classic cases of Arsenal. You know what I mean? Classic cases of Arsenal. You got Newcastle doing it with their owners when they want their owner out. You know what I mean? So yeah, they fuel. Kylo, what do you think about it? Like the free?
Yeah, I think similar to Ronti, but I think it's a combination of everything. The culture, the playing style, their family. Like, they're happy when they go home. I think when you got like some of these Brazilians or like South Americans flying over from Brazil and they come in and they live by themselves in a city that they can't speak their language, can't interact.
True.
I think it's hard to kind of obviously adapt to the situation. And I think the Premier League is just hard. Man. I remember I think Ozil was talking about the difference between the Liga and Premier League, and he was like, when you're 2-0 up in the Liga, teams will just sit off. When you're 2-0 up in Premier League, even if it's 10 minutes to go, they're still going. But it's like that level of intense is just gonna. I think over time will definitely scare players away and I guess limit their ability to be as good as they could be. So
I definitely think the physicalities of the Premier League is just hard to adapt to. Like all the other leagues, it's a lot more tactical. So don't get me wrong, the Premier League is still very, very technical, but the physicalities are just so much different.
Yeah,
you made a good point about the first thing is a job. People forget football's still a job, so it's like you've been asked, or you fly into Russia and you're not playing football every day of the week. You still have to do things, and if mentally you're not, stable to a certain degree, it's going to show on the pitch. Like you know what I mean? You are human at the end of the day. I think we forget these players, where they get paid serious bread and, you know what I mean, all these things, but they're still human. Like, it's like Mourinho living in a hotel room when he's at United or whatever it was, and away from his family. It could have been affecting his job. As much as, you know, I don't like United, it could have been affecting his job off the pitch, not on the pitch, on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? So
no, definitely. I think we don't humanize these, like, just the like, footballers, coaches. Like, they're just seen as entertainers. Do you know what I mean? And it's like you forget the human side of things, like the psychology behind it, like the just the coping mechanisms, all of that. Like, are they actually all right as a person? How are they coping? Do you know what I mean? Like, we just think they're machines at the end of the day.
True. I got a question for Mikhailo, and Rob, you're gonna do it as well, and I'm gonna do it. Mikhailo, you're gonna start. Yeah? So Mikhailo, you're a football player right now, and you've been fortunate to play for Arsenal for most of your career. You've won 2 trophies. You know, we're not gonna say what trophy. Let's say you won 2 trophies, and you know the fans like you now. It's FIFA 25 right now, yeah. You're a player. You need to give yourself an overall rating, yeah, and then I'm gonna give you pace, shooting. Let's make one for intelligence, strength, and dribbling. No. And passing, short range and long range. I need you to give yourself a FIFA rating card, and then we'll do it after.
Okay, so let me say this. I think I will say this. Based
being so professional.
No, being totally honest. I consider myself a late developer. So okay. I wasn't like honestly.
Yeah.
I consider myself a late developer. So I think some of the things that I should have probably learned, I didn't learn as young as I guess I should have learned. So I will be honest, I think a lot of my, I guess, ability was based on also potential. I think when I played for teams, whatever it is,
sound like Walker.
Coach also picked me. Huh?
Sound like Walker.
No. I difference is with me. I actually delivered though. Even though I was only like, obviously, I mean, don't get me wrong, I think a lot of it was obviously that he can do a job, but at the same time they saw that he can also do this as well. So maybe that's what I mean by potential. So so what I would say, I think so yeah, that's what I'll say starting off, obviously. So
all right, cool. Okay, give us your stats, man. We want to hear the stats.
Now let's keep it pace, yeah, fam. I'm the highest team, the highest number there, fam. I'm 100 over that. Fam. Let's not even get into that.
99 is the highest.
Fam, well, I'm 100 because my pace was crazy back then. So let's keep it real.
My pace is 100, but he's not 100. But okay, cool.
What's that one?
Shooting.
My shooting went that bad. No, my shooting went that bad. I'd say 79.
All right. Weak foot. How many stars on your weak foot?
2.
All right, fair. I was gonna say that. All right, cool.
I was gonna say it so.
Passing.
How many stars or just?
You can give me an overall. That's short and long combined. So overall.
No, my short pass was on point. My short pass was definitely 80s for sure. 80. I'll say 85. Short passing.
Okay, cool. That's all right. And then long. All right. What about long?
No, you're mentioning to the ooh. How can man go? Your face said the ooh, fam.
Go on, carry on.
Hey, let me let everyone know you. When this finishes, these men are gonna grill me in the group chat. You know, I'm gonna let you.
No. I'm not gonna do that. You're being actually fair, so I can't even.
No, you are being pretty fair.
Because I agree with everything you're saying so far.
Long range, I didn't do much long passing back in the day, so I won't really rate myself high with that. So
What'd you give yourself?
70, 71 probably.
All right.
I think I say as time went on, I got more confidence in doing it.
Yeah,
but I think over
give you higher, higher as well. All right. So that's everything. And dribbling.
My dribbling got better. I ain't gonna lie. There's a time my dribbling was terrible, fam. My dribbling got better there. I'd say about 81, 82. 81, 82.
One more thing I want to throw in there. What about first touch? So ball control.
That got better as well. At the beginning, my ball control was kind of bad still.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Again, like like 81, 82.
Okay, lower 80s, fair play. Right.
Lower 80s, yeah.
So what would you say your overall rate?
What's
What
the
would you say your
overall
overall? Because I'm hearing a lot of 80s right now.
Yeah, so I'll definitely say
So about 84, 83 overall rating, 85.
I think on a good day 85, yeah.
85.
He's got a range.
Yeah,
He's got a range that he floats in between.
No, I think 85, yeah, 85. No, let's not forget heading as well. My heading was on point for I can leap. My leaping ability to head
that comes into finishing. So your finishing is your heading, long range, short range.
Yeah, what's your finishing, by the way? I didn't get finishing.
To be honest, my finishing wasn't that bad, you know. I'm actually getting my time. My finishing was good.
I need a number.
I'd say honestly, yeah. I mean, I wasn't in many positions to finish,
Yeah.
but I do think my finishing was on points. I'll say 85 finishing.
So you're quite. How much?
85. 84, 85.
So you're clinical when given the chance.
Yeah, 100%. I will say that. I don't get a lot of chance.
So we got, ladies and gentlemen, we got Minkala with an 85 FIFA rating card. Interesting attributes. Any coaches, any scouts, any Sunday League teams, or even academies want him. He's still young. He's still fit.
Yeah, academy for sure.
And he's very intelligent too. All right, Rom, you're up next. Give me your overall rating, and then break it.
My overall rating.
Yeah, then break it all of them down.
Well, it's higher than Kylo's, that's for sure.
This guy, bro.
Overall rating. I'm gonna have to give myself like an 88, 89.
All right, cool. All right,
I'm gonna break it down for you though.
All right, let's go. Passing overall, then break both down for me. I
feel my passing's a 90. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel my passing's a 90.
You would be the creative player in the team, so
that would be my role. My role would be the creative number 10 in the team. So I would put my passing as one of my strongest attributes.
Yeah, that's what you rely on.
Yeah. So yeah, passing. What else was there? Finishing. Alright, cool. So close range finishing. I'm yeah. But outside the box, I don't know innit. I don't know about it. So I'm gonna have to give myself about
I've known both of these people for about over 10 years, yeah. I have never seen the gentleman in a Chelsea top shoot from outside the box. It's like he's allergic to shoot from outside the box.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen you.
I've never seen him strike the ball from outside the box.
I've seen close range, but not outside.
In fact, I don't
it's not really my game, innit?
I don't think I've even seen the boy lift the ball off the ground, laces from maybe 15 yards away. This guy's he's like he thinks that he's gonna shoot and his legs are gonna disintegrate when he hits the ball with any power. All right, carry on.
I have to say, like, my finishing is probably my finishing is at a 79. I'll give myself a 79.
Okay.
If that. But alright, what else was there? Dribbling. I think I give myself a high 80 for dribbling. Yeah. I think like taking on players that's kind of I've been comfortable with that since young, innit? So I think like high 80s, maybe like an 88 for dribbling, innit?
Yeah.
Ball control. Listen, first touch.
You put in new attributes that weren't on the criteria, but okay, go on.
We said ball control for Kylo.
I'm not gonna lie. I think ball control is Rom's best attribute.
I think that's my best attribute.
No, but Kylo's no. We said first touch and dribbling, but go on ball control.
Yeah, ball control. I'm considering that as my first touch.
All right, okay.
So I'd say about a 91, 92.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying?
People, we have Ronaldinho here with us. If you didn't know, Ronaldinho is with us. This is Ronaldinho.
He's present. He's in the building. And weak foot.
Yeah.
I'd say a 4-star weak foot.
Calm. All right. Fair play.
I think I could be a pass dribble. It's just shooting. I don't know.
Cool.
Go on, what's yours?
And then you're 88, overall.
Yeah. I'd say 2 attributes in the 90s.
Yeah. So you're right. I'm going to say now, apparently my internet connection is unstable. So if I do cut out, you'd carry on and then whatever. Because I got a lot.
It's because they know you're about to talk a load of nonsense. Man's going to give himself 90 something for every.
Man's going to start bringing in his own stuff.
I borrowed my internet.
That kind of stuff to watch.
Listen, I borrowed my internet connection from Guyana right now. Okay, so that's that. All right, cool. So my overall rating is gonna be like, it's gonna sound arrogant, isn't it? It's gonna be 88, 89. I have to say 89 because I think overall I'm better than.
Not arrogant.
Huh?
That's not arrogant. That's not arrogant.
Thanks.
Wait, what did you say?
I'm better than
You're what?
I'm better than wrong. I say it with chest. I say it with chest. Challenges are but anyway, weak foot, it's a 5. Weak foot's a 5. Straight up.
It's a 5.
Yeah, weak foot's a 5. Weak foot's a 5.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen you control the ball with your weak foot.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I've seen you pass and shoot with your weak foot. I don't think I've seen you control the ball.
Alright, okay. Well, when quarantine's done, we'll get back to it. We're shooting in it, or finishing?
Finishing. So all round finishing. Finishing.
Finishing is 85.
Yeah.
Finishing is 85. Dribbling.
I hear Kylo whispering a couple shots of ambitious.
Oh, cool.
No. I'm letting him go. I want to actually.
That's what I'm saying. I'm letting him go.
Dribbling's about 82. Because it's not my game. That's not my thing. I'm not gonna get the ball and start running at people. I can beat players, get a couple people, but give it. I'm not a winger. I'll be doing amazing stuff. So 82. What else was there? You said finishing. Said that pace. Kylo put in. I'm pretty fast. I'm faster than Rom. Maybe just a little bit behind you. Maybe the same. I don't know.
We don't know that because we haven't tested it yet.
I'm quicker than Rom, but people gonna have to take my word for that.
We don't see. I don't think even Kylo believes that right now. Go on, carry on.
My pace, I don't know, but my pace is like I'm nippy, 88. I'm not on like 90s or something. If you were basing it, you know what I mean? 88. What else was there? Finishing, heading,
passing.
Passing both feet. Passing. Whatever Rom gave him for his passing, my passing's on par.
Your passing is not as good as mine.
Oh my days.
Your passing is on Kylo's. You and Kylo are about similar level.
No, you're rude. You're rude because Kylo said his passing's dead. So you're being rude.
I said my long range passing. Nah, I give it a decent long range passing. Yeah, I can't like. You've been on point with that long range passing.
Both feet, and I can pass short range too.
I will be honest.
I don't trust your 1-2s and your triangles.
Do you know how many times I set the ball to you when we play? Don't come on, man.
You know what it is. He can do 1-2, yeah, but he won't give it back to you. Like, he gives him, he'll take it, and then he'll give it back to you.
No. When it comes
this is just disclaimer stuff that I'm gonna put out there now, yeah. Because a lot of these people don't get to see when we're messing around like TOD, like setting up for sessions, yeah, and we're just kicking a ball about. The amount of times that this guy attempts to pass the ball to me and I'm running all over the place. All over the place, going to retrieve the ball.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that happens, but that's because there's not effort being put in. So I'm just messing, but it's fine. I think that's all the cards, right? I've said everything. Finishing.
Yeah. So what, you saying 88, 89, yeah?
Yeah, I'm on par with you, 100%. I'll give you the dribbling over me. Passing.
So, all right, cool. All right, let me put it like this. If us three was to go for a trial tomorrow at a Prem side, I'm going to put it out there. I'm getting in. You two.
Wait.
See, I was going to be nice. I think we're all going to get in for different reasons.
That question, but also that question is unfair because we play different positions. Like, I'm going to be playing.
It's true.
Kylo, what are you going to be playing?
On the flanks? Or wing back, something like that?
Right back, bro.
I think wing back you do a great job.
Wing back. You'll be a better wing back than a full left or right back. You're a better wing back. Like in a system where they play a 3-5, whatever.
When I was playing academy, I was playing right back to be honest. So
how old were you then?
What? Between what age? That was What? How old are you? We were like
when we played Borough.
Yeah.
That was from like year 8.
So yeah, like from 12, 15, something like that, yeah. Yeah, something like that.
I can't lie. If it's a trial, we're all getting in for different reasons. That's what I'm going to say.
That's a great answer. Thank you. See what I'm saying? Like, Rom, you're something else, Rom.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Well, you don't want to make up.
Huh?
Say that again.
Make a competitive thing, so you had to bring that
Yeah,
out.
but it's hard to because we're not going in for the same position. That's why it'll be hard to be competitive.
No, true.
Bro, I know Rom's thinking, fam.
The thing is, I can take more positions than Rom and play them more effectively than him. That's the thing. I keep you as a false 9 because you just keep moving. You got lungs, so you can do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Alright, wait. I was gonna ask you that something. Man. So I was watching. I don't know if you watched it last night. Yeah, it came out a while ago actually. Vieira and Roy Keane, best of enemies.
Oh, I saw that. That was good.
Yeah. So they sat down like at a table. Yeah, like.
Remember that?
Like just sitting opposite each other, just talking about their previous rivalry and stuff like that.
Team, didn't they? They picked the team, didn't they? With the combined.
They picked a joint team, joint United and Arsenal team. Yeah. But Roy Keane made they asked them an interesting point, a question. Sorry, at the end they were like, who would have dominated each other more out of 10 games? So out of 10 games, like, who would have been the most dominant player in the central midfield out of Roy Keane or Vieira? Now, they both said each other. So Roy Keane was like, I'd dominate Patrick 9 times out of 10. Vieira was like, nah, I'd dominate Keane 9 times out of 10 kind of thing. Like, who do you lot think like would have dominated each other?
Vieira.
It's tough, man.
That's my granddad.
I'd say Vieira. I'd say Vieira.
I'll give it to Vieira, but not like by like a big landslide win. But I'll give it to Vieira.
I think against each other, they played so many times as well, so they started to understand each other's game more and more.
Yeah. Do you know what I think as well? You know, in boxing you hear like styles make fights. Yeah, like I think them two were exactly like they were just examples of that. Like both playing styles were suited kind of for each other. Like Roy Keane was happy to sit and do a job. Do you know what I mean? Like on Vieira, like stop him from going forward, break up his game. But then they were both aggressive. Like Vieira wanted to drive forward, Keane wanted to stop him. Like I think it was just perfect. You know what I mean? But I'd edge Vieira like in terms of dominating the game. I would say Vieira. Then second part of the question, like who do you think will win in beef? Like who do you think if they always have a proper scrap? Like who do you think?
Arsenal, come on, man. Let's not act like we didn't have a team. Bro.
Arsenal, I was going to say Vieira and Keane, but then, you can do Arsenal United.
Oh, you mean teams? Oh, teams. Oh, my bad. Sorry.
No, I'm saying Vieira and Keane. Who do you think wins in a scrap?
I can give it to both. I'm naturally going to say Keane because Keane looks like he has nothing to lose, but I'm going to give it to Vieira at the same time because Vieira was still quite quiet, and quiet people tend to have something up their sleeve that you don't see. Do you know what I mean? Like Keane gave you all the groove, everything in your face. Like I saw something against Shearer the other day. He was making Shearer look like a little boy, but you know what I'm saying? Like he looks like he can go for hours. Where Vieira was just like, you know what I'm saying? He might have something there that you don't know, so it might just be tight.
For sure. No, I agree as well. I agree. I thought you said what team would win in the scrap, but no.
You just say because remember the FA Cup game. And
that's the one I was thinking about. That's the one I was thinking about.
But it's interesting because Keane, for all his everyone says he was this, he was that. He even says, that was disgusting. that was disgusting what you got in. So I'm thinking to myself, Keane.
Oh he did, didn't it? Yeah.
He's always saying, that was absolutely terrible. Like, bro, you were like one of the biggest enforcers of the league, and even you thought that was disgusting. To me, that was nothing. Like that was just a bit of I was right.
Well, compared to what Keane's done, you got to remember, Keane injured. Who was it? Haaland. When Haaland put in a bad tackle on him. 2 years later, he went back and broke.
Yeah, he went and done it. Broke his leg purposely, innit? Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, Norwegian guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, Keane's different, man.
He's talking about Haaland, another Haaland. I was going to ask this question. I had two more, but the current Inga Haaland. I hope you pronounce his name right. Playing Borussia Dortmund at the moment. Do you think he has the potential to win the Ballon d'Or? How he's on going the way he's going?
The thing is with Ballon d'Or, is for me, it's not enough to be a goal scorer and win Ballon d'Or.
Okay.
So you find a lot of Ballon d'Or winners are flair players, they bring people to the stadium, they're entertainers. So you look at Messi, Ronaldo, past 10, 15 years, they weren't just goal scorers, like they were players that will bring people to the stadium because they were either showboaters like Ronaldo or they were entertainers, you know what I mean? Like before that, Ronaldinho, Zidane, who else won? Like the last person I could really think of was Owen that won it, that wasn't really an entertainer like that.
That's true. And Cannavaro.
Cannavaro won as well.
So that's why going forward, players like Mbappe, because they're entertainers and goal scorers, I think that's more going to be someone who you'll see winning a Ballon d'Or over like Haaland. Whereas I do think players like Haaland, if they keep scoring and keep going on the way they will, he does deserve it. But yeah, what do you think, Haaland?
Now, to be honest, I haven't watched too much of him. I've seen a couple of games, so I can't really comment on how good he can be. But what I have seen, I mean, if people are saying Ballon d'Or, then I can kind of see his talent just from the way he plays and the few short.
His goal scoring stats are ridiculous at the moment too, to be fair.
That's what it is. His goal scoring stats are crazy, but then like when you look at the other youngsters now, like I say, like Mbappe, João Felix, all of them sort of players, they're goal scorers, but then they also have that little bit extra in terms of entertainment and stuff like that. And that's what the Ballon d'Or, they kind of look for that. Like I find, do you know what I mean? Like it's sometimes not enough.
Yeah, Kyler, do you think the Ballon d'Or is still needed in football right now?
Yeah, no, I think it is. I think it adds to the. Well, I mean, I think for the Messi and Ronaldo, I think it was needed. I don't know about now because I think moving on now because we're not going to get that Messi Ronaldo rivalry. Yeah. It's just going to be like whoever the best player is. But I think when it was the Messi Ronaldo rivalry, I think that added to their desire to be the best. Yeah. So I think that was important. But I think moving on now, I just think I don't know if it has as much importance because I think every year, because of the talent of all these players, I think anybody could win it. So Mbappe could win it.
I think them two made the trophy. Yeah. Do you know what? In saying that though, I actually felt like the trophy was more important before Messi and Ronaldo.
I was going to say
because I feel like it became so. You just knew it was going to be one of the two of them.
Yeah.
Whereas before you had 3 players where it could have been any of them. Do you know what I mean? Like every year. Like we spoke the other day about Henry should have won the Ballon d'Or. Like that year you had like Henry, Ronaldinho, and I think Nedved or something like that. But there was 3 players at the top of the game. Do you know what I mean?
So do you think that the fact that it was more, let's say, inclusive? Do you think that it's not their fault? For example, like, could you honestly say that there's been 3 people actually is it a 3-horse race when Ronaldo and Messi won those years? Or was it just literally those 2 are there and the rest are here? There a few years
only Ronaldo and Messi.
So the thing is, what I will
never had a chance of winning.
No, what I will say on that is, them 2 have been, there's no player that can compare to them for the past 10, 15 years, But don't get me wrong, there has been seasons based on a year's performance and a season's performance where I think there's been players that have performed better than them.
Okay.
Like there was a season when Neymar, when Neymar pulled Barca back against PSG and all of that.
Yeah.
I actually think that season Neymar had a better season than Messi, but I think Messi won it that year.
Okay.
Or Ronaldo won it that year. But I'm saying there was single seasons, like that season when Iniesta won the World Cup with Spain. I think Iniesta was the best player that season.
He won everything that year, no?
Yeah, but it's just a case of Ronaldo and Messi are in a league different to everyone else. Don't get me wrong, because of longevity, consistency, and ability.
As well,
but I think on a season-long performance, there has been players that have performed better than them in particular seasons.
I think branding comes into that as well. Because they literally
definitely.
They like, as you said, they're likable people. So they're gonna sway. Because remember, it is a voting system. It's still a voting system, and it's voted from many countries. And it's top 3: your captain, I think, a journalist, and a coach. That's who votes. So they're likable at the end of the day. So wait, so do you think the Ballon d'Or has a place or deserves a place in football, world football, still going forward?
What now?
Yeah.
I think definitely. I do still think it's needed. Because you've got team accolades, like you've got your trophy that you win at the end of the season is your team accolade, but you're to be celebrated as the best player in the world. I think it's still needed. We all need individual like trophies. Like we do need that. Do you know what I'm saying? Just to say that you were the man that season.
Yeah.
It's the same with any form of entertainment, music, whatever it is, any sport. Like it's the same. Like you always have that one player or one person.
Kylo, you doing a bit of cardio there in your house?
Yeah, I'm getting my charger because
I went to the penthouse.
Goes to the battery. 1 second.
Kylo, I got a question for you. What if you was a coach in football? What would you be the coach of? What would you be the coach of?
As in team or as an attribute? What do you mean?
Like, say you're a coach at Arsenal. What are you the head coach of? Like a department.
Like attacking coach, defensive coach,
fitness,
strength and conditioning,
business coach,
psychology.
Yeah, I think I'm more mental there. So I think it'll be more like a mental discussion with the players to get an extra 10% out of them. I think.
Do you know what I think? I think you're gassing, bro.
Well, why are you not like, bro? Why are you not doing it to me? Why are you not doing it to me?
Oh no, I'm playing, man. You'll be a good. What's it called? What are they called?
Mentor.
Mental coaches, yeah. Well, they're not called that. They're called something
mentor,
else.
I said mentor.
Ambassador.
Yeah. Nah, you would make a good coach.
No, I think I tap into that mental. Like someone like Sanchez, for example. I think I can get the best out of him if we had that conversation. Yeah.
Like
I think when he went,
Alexis Sanchez.
Yeah, someone like that. I think his demise was all mental. I don't think he had anything to do with his technical ability.
When he went to United.
Yeah, when he went to United, because I don't know how it went off. I think to me that's.
I missed that guy. I really enjoyed when Alexis was at Arsenal. Wow.
Yeah.
Sure. For me, he was like another Suarez, but with more tech.
Yeah.
The same grit, determination, but just more tech.
That hunger. And he was scoring amazing goals as well.
Yeah. Stupid goals. So what? Yeah. So you'll be a mentor, Kylo. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
What about you, Coach Dees?
I know you're gonna call me just now. I would naturally I'm just gonna come in with mobility, just because some of these players just look really stiff. Do you know what really like annoys me, and also just curiosity, is when you get players like Ozil, yeah. Okay, you're not a power player, you're not a physical man, you're not there to do that role. I understand, but you're playing in the English league where the players are gonna smash you. Some of the tackles we think are fouls, go ahead. It's a rough league. So for me, why are you not just beefing up a bit? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he looks like he's got good balance, a good core, but he just doesn't look strong enough. Whereas United, you got Ronaldo that came in, and then what's the guy's name? The strength, I can't remember his name at United, but he was the head of
Valencia.
No, he was the head of like strength and conditioning at United, and he put Ronaldo, he put Nani, Valencia all on weight programs, and when they left players like beefed up. Do you know what I mean? And it adds to your game. So I just don't understand why certain.
Do you know what I think? Do you know what I think with players like Ozil and that? Yeah, is so you see players like Ronaldo and Nani and Valencia.
Yeah,
I find clubs will more likely put them on like weight programs or try to beef them up because they're naturally explosive players.
Yeah.
So they use pace and strength. So Ronaldo, Nani, Valencia, all of them type of players that you mentioned are those type of players. Ozil's more of like a creative,
he's delicate.
like number 10, where it's like they're like, maybe if we try to put him on a weight program, it might take away from that side of his game. It's like a David Silva or like a Mata. Like you wouldn't really think to put them on a weight program because their game is so much based around their technical ability.
No, I do agree, but it's not going to take away from their technical ability. It's not going to. I don't think it's going to lose them at edge and speed. It's going to allow them to, dance. I just feel like they're going to add more to their own game by being able to hold up the ball, being able to like shape challenges, 50-50s, all that kind of stuff. I just think it's going to be better for them in the long run, personally.
Yeah. No, for me, like it's as equally as important as that is getting them to understand how to use their body. because you can develop strength, but if you got players like David Silva, Iniesta, Xavi, like tiny players, Pirlo, like not much mobility either, but they just knew how to shield and move the ball. Do you know what I mean? Like manipulate the ball, like because they knew how to use their body. And I think that for me was as important as their strength as well. Like Makelele was like one of the ones that started that as well.
But he said to Ronaldinho apparently, he whispered in his ear that he was if you try that PlayStation tricks, I'm gonna send you to the hospital. Don't know how,
that's crazy. But that's
Claude, if it lands in your lap, I don't know if that's true, but I saw it on Twitter. So, boy.
No, that's crazy. Because the thing is, Makelele was always mad quiet. He's like Kante as well.
Yeah.
They're so quiet, but they're just like, they're on the pitch, boy. They just come alive.
Yeah. I got one final question before we get out of here. Minkailo, we're all going to answer this, but Minkailo, let's say right now you've been transported into a football pitch. It's corona-free, and you're playing one person in a 1v1 match. Who are you going to play? And you have to beat them. Who are you going to play and who can you convincingly beat? So who can you convincingly beat? You got to choose one player that you know you can beat in a 1v1 match.
I'd say I know I can beat every Arsenal defender. That's for damn sure.
Whatever, take this.
Pick one.
I just need one.
Where? You guys remember what's his name? Johan Drew. What his name was? What's his name? Johan.
The Swiss guy. Yeah, Black Swiss.
Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah. The Juru or whatever his name was.
Yeah, Black Swiss.
Yeah, my fellow Black Swiss.
Black Swiss. Yeah, he's Black Swiss.
I'll probably be someone like him. No, actually, no, Bellerin.
You think
you're Rick Bellerin?
You do Bellerin?
Yeah, man. He ain't the same. Trust me. Like after that injury, obviously, I thought injury.
But not for face, so you have to use something else.
Yeah, but I know that. I'm saying. I think I can get him. Every Arsenal defender is easily beatable, man. Bellerin.
I love the way he's looking. Because look, he started this so professional and now he's slowly changing into the normal one. I know.
Man is not rating his team, boy.
You got what's that guy's name? Socrates. Yeah, he can get his work for sure.
He can get the work.
Mertesacker. Oh my god,
Mertesacker doesn't even play anymore.
Huh?
Mertesacker doesn't even play anymore.
Oh. Okay, cool. Yeah. No, yeah. Every Arsenal defender, David Luiz, I can just get in his head and he would lose his head and then be him. Oh, no. I tell you, like, I want to face Ramos.
Sergio
Ramos.
Oh,
yeah, I want to face him.
Crazy scrap.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, Ramos. I like Sergio a lot.
Yeah.
All right, fair play. Rom?
I'll go with two. So, because you said Ramos, the first person that came to my mind was Pepe. I would love to get that guy sent off, boy.
Listen, you just best be prepared to get the trip to the hospital because that's where you're gonna go.
Boy, Pepe is dead. Pepe, I don't know how he survived in that Madrid team. Do you know how dead Pepe is, bro? His disciplinary record is crazy.
Yeah,
I would just done him up.
That's a nightmare for Mourinho.
Pepe and the other one is Marcus Alonso. Bro, Marcus Alonso defensively is terrible.
He's terrible.
Like, I ain't even got pace, but I know I'll rip him.
Yeah.
I know I'll rip Alonso, boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, what about you?
I'm gonna go with someone like current players. I know I said Mertesacker, but you gave me those players. I fancy my chance against Bentner and Xhaka.
Xhaka.
I knew you said
Xhaka,
100%. Easy. Because I'm going to do some unpredictable stuff that even you two haven't even seen that you know that I can do. I'm going to bring... Huh?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to bring that Pims Park skill. You know what I'm saying?
What? Where man scooped it over his head?
You pin it over the player, you're thinking, wow. Because remember, I'm not a flary player, so wow. The time you're looking, I'm gone. Back in the net. What?
Man's moving that. Do you know who mastered that skill? And you Arsenal fans should remember this one. Do you remember JJ Okocha against Arsenal? Where he scooped over his head?
That's Heartbreak City. I lie. Don't do that.
Boy, that skill, JJ Okocha, you know, the most underrated man in Premier League history was JJ Okocha.
What was Bolton Stadium called again? Reebok Stadium.
Reebok Stadium. Yeah. Boy, you lot hated playing it.
Every time we went to Bolton, we got ripped. Every time.
And Blackburn, you lot hated playing Blackburn.
And then Stoke became the new Bogeyland.
Yeah, Stoke was the worst.
Now we're just open to everyone. Everyone come over. Open house, open bar.
Yeah, your gaff was really an open bar, boy.
I've got a question.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, that's a question. That's nice.
A question. So, sticking on the, I guess, mini 5-a-side or 2-a-side 1-on-1 question. If you might have to pick one player to play with, and you have to go against, let's say, David Silva and Pepe for Arsenal.
What? Our Pepe, yeah?
Yeah. If you have to pick one player to go with, who would you play with?
Go on, Rom. You go first.
What? Just a 2v2?
Yeah.
Either Neymar or Morris.
Ooh.
Neymar or Morris.
I said this. We had a similar question, but I'm still sticking with Ozil. I think in the two.
I can't believe this statement of Ozil.
What do you mean? I just think he's so intricate that he's gonna be brilliant.
I can't believe the statement of Ozil in a 5 or 2-a-side match. Like it's just
amazing in a 2-a-side. I know I just ripped you Ozil like 10 minutes ago with the weight stuff, but I still think that you'll do bits in a 2-a-side. I can, conviction in my speech. Kylo, what about you? Who you picking? Henry.
I mean,
yeah.
I call him the god, but I mean, I'm gonna leave him in another discussion. No, but I'd pick Kevin De Bruyne.
De Bruyne.
KDB.
Yeah.
In a 2-as, fair enough.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Do you know what? I need people in a 2-a-side. I need people that have got like mad quick feet, got like a skill in them. Do you know what I mean? That's why I went for Morris.
I love De Bruyne. Like he hasn't got like quickest feet. He hasn't got like the most intricate play, but it's like does everything you want him to do and more.
KDB reminds me of Thomas Muller. Now he doesn't look crazy like skilled. You wouldn't associate, but he does things that is skill. You know what I mean? In an indirect way, not skill, but movement and stuff. So I understand why you take him personally.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's winning? Whose team's winning out of all the 2s that we've just said?
I can't lie, boy. My team's winning 100%.
The reason why Rom ain't winning because Neymar ain't got no. I just body Neymar. He fall on the floor.
Yeah, but around. You lot are forgetting. Yeah, you lot are forgetting. This is 2v2.
Yeah.
So 2v2 is more just based on your technical ability.
Yeah, but true. Like for like though, that's the problem. You and Neymar, I see the same type of player, so I can understand why Kylo said that.
True, but I don't know, man. I feel like we'll be ripping you lot, but especially Ozil.
I fancy my chances against your team, Kylo. Your team, fair enough, is a bit more. Coach Rom, your team, it's a little bit.
I don't know. I feel like us two will have that flair between us, man. With that, them sparks, them fireworks for you lot, boy. Them unpredictable moves there.
Yeah, I hear that. All right, boys.
I just think with De Bruyne and me, I think we can do all of it. We can get technical with it, but we can get physical with it too. So I think
Kylo, you'll get ripped, man.
Huh?
Kylo, I'll rip you, boy.
You won't touch me.
Listen, if you think I'm gonna rip you, watch what Neymar will do to you, boy.
Kylo will start kicking you down. He will start hacking you. He's getting angry.
Can't even touch me.
But boys, it's been a pleasure.
Thanks very much. Likewise. Thanks, Ben Kylo, for joining in with us on your our first guest appearance. Thanks for bringing some insightful and very calm speech to the table. It's very nice to hear that side of you. I'll be mini editing this and then posting it back up. God bless everyone. And
stay safe, man. Stay healthy.
Safe. Maybe Liverpool don't win the Premier League, but we'll leave that for another day.
Yeah, man. See you lot back on the touchline.
See you on the touchline. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.
Peace.